Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Round one.
Round one. I am Brad, that's Sydney.
And I'm Sydney, that's Brad.
And it is Lock and O'Clock.
Almost this time.
Almost as is the pattern with this show. We've been having a lot of issues with recording today's episode.
Oh my fucking god. I am so mad at our university.
It was really annoying. As has been mentioned before on this show, our university has a recording studio available for students. It's a super cool, useful tool when it works. We were in there for like an hour after classes today, troubleshooting, trying to get shit to work in there. Sydney knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. So I feel like I wouldn't have been help at all anyway. We still had to call in a friend, and even they were like, yeah, well, I don't know.
We phoned a friend, and he got to the conclusion I got to.
Yeah. So. Basically, the computer in there is a Mac, and so with an iOS update, a lot of the permissions for the hardware in there changed. And in order to accept those permissions, you have to have administrator permissions, which obviously we don't. And there's no number to call in there to be like, hey, we need somebody who works here. Nothing. Mm-hmm. So we're back to basics on Sydney's laptop.
Let's fucking
go. Actually, the audio isn't that much worse. So hopefully you guys still find this listenable. Ideally, most episodes won't sound like this, but this is what we got. So here we are.
We got to do our short little 1 minute weekly Seinfeld check-in.
Seinfeld and Adventure Time check-in.
We have not watched any.
We haven't watched any since last episode.
But I was at a Will Wood concert, which was more half a concert and half a stand-up comedy set. It was very interesting. It broke up the monotony. I'm very happy that he did that because I have listened to every song 100 times.
If not more.
Yeah. I maybe don't necessarily need another, just listen to them. So the stand-up was really something special because I hadn't heard it before. But at one point he is doing sort of an impression of hecklers you might hear at one of his shows. And one of them was he called himself Goth Kramer.
Which is really funny to me. Because it does make me imagine Kramer, the whole show of Seinfeld, but if Kramer was goth. Mm-hmm. And I like it.
It would be funny if...
Kramer! You have to clean your septum piercing!
Jerry! The metal's already clean, Jerry. I don't need to clean it myself. It's sterile. I bought it sterile, Jerry.
It's so fucking stupid. It's gotten to the rot has gotten too far with Seinfeld for us because it's turned into every bit.
It's like we imagine who we'd be as Seinfeld characters. What was the one I told you? I think it was before or after last episode we recorded. It was about
shitting yourself.
Oh my god!
On your way to use it.
No. It wasn't on your way to use the toilet. It's about it was about hand air dryers,
like the blow dryers
that they have in public bathrooms. And I was like, it's the perfect invention. It's so loud it makes me want to shit myself, but I'm in the toilet to shit anyways.
It wasn't good. It was not.
I also can't do a Jerry Seinfeld impression.
Not fucking good. That was the same. We were in class. It was before class, and you told me about this. And it was during that same lecture when you, at this volume, after I showed you an Instagram post, go, dude, I'm ripping 3 blinkers.
I didn't say it,
yes,
though.
You did.
No, I didn't.
It was so loud.
No, I didn't.
I show Sydney this Instagram post, and it's a picture of a weed pen sitting on a stool in somebody's front porch, and it says 3 puffs per trick-or-treater, please. And I show that to him, and he goes, I'm ripping 3 blinkers.
I don't even smoke weed.
No, you don't.
I don't eat weed. I don't.
At conversational volume in the middle of a lecture.
I did not do
Yes,
that.
you did.
I didn't do that. That is slander.
It's not.
It's slander. I won't believe you.
It was not slander. You did this. I was sitting next to you.
No, you weren't.
I'm trying to make myself look like the least likely person to rip a blinker, which is impossible because I have tattoos and a mustache.
I think I was wearing a beanie that day.
That's true.
And I still have a longboard. That was also, I think, the same period as I was, like, we walked out and I was telling you about my idea to create, like, skateboarding gatekeeping TikToks.
Yeah.
Where I was like, here's the only thing a mall grab is good for, and then you grab it by the truck and you use that so that you can put it under your armpit.
And I, an avid skater, understood that reference. I think I get it. Because when you grab it by the trucks, that's like a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
That's how you know somebody's a poser.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea, and I think you could even gather that knowing nothing about skateboarding just by what I told you the video idea was.
Let me feel smart,
And-
alright? Asshole. We feel like I accomplished something by figuring out a thing.
I had an extension to that.
Dickweed.
I had an extension to that bit where I was thinking about like another video you could do in the same vein. Still mall grabbing because I actually don't know a whole lot about skateboarding, believe it or not.
Actually, what you ride is a longboard?
It's still mall grabbing because I don't
Yeah.
know a whole lot about skateboarding.
And little pussy still can't do a kickflip.
You can't do a kickflip on it. Let me finish my fucking sentence. I was imagining like, what if you had the Thor power for your skateboard, but it could only attract to your hand by the trucks. And I was like imagining a super like serious skateboarder who like wouldn't use that power because of how
Because he's not a fucking coward. Have I told you my bit about how I really wish I was alive in the 1800s so I could learn how to kickflip a horse?
You have not. That is fire.
I love that bit. So, because imagine me fucking standing on a horse and kickflipping.
And it actually does.
I could do it. Get me in the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, but
Get me in the, what is it? The Stakes?
the Belmont Stakes.
Isn't that the bitch from Castlevania?
It's one of the bitches from Castlevania.
Simon.
It's one of the 3 races you have to win a Triple Crown.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont Stakes, and the Preakness.
You might be one of the only people who knows that.
I'm from Kentucky.
There might be horse racing fans who don't know that.
I bet horse racing fans know that. American Pharaoh, only horse ever to win a Triple Crown, and also the Breeders' Cup.
What is the Breeders' Cup?
It is like the Olympics of horse racing in that it only happens every 4 years, which is why it's really rare to see somebody win that and also a Triple Crown. And by really rare, I mean it's literally only ever happened the one time. And it happened while I lived in Kentucky.
I bet I could do it.
Just running.
You could be my jockey.
I'd feed you so many oats.
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd learn to love it for you.
I learned to kickflip you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think, you know how in like dog track racing, they have a little thing that looks like a rabbit that like zooms around the track so the dogs chase it? Oh, we need to set that up for you.
What
Where it's
would it
like
be?
Bottle of Dr. Pepper.
I don't-
Like, racing around.
You're really...
A cup of lean, maybe. Are we going to talk about that fucking
We can't
bit?
talk about the
We can't-
hibachi lean chef.
Are we gonna reheat our own nachos?
Yeah.
We were hanging out with some friends after an improv practice, and we did probably I want to say at least half-hour long.
It
bit
was, yeah.
of just naming a bunch of doing a bunch of bits about cooking lean.
Yeah, like different cooking things you can do with lean. So we had like the Great British Lean Off.
Is it lean?
Is it lean?
Is it lean? Is still my favorite.
That was the
fuck.
peak. So after we left, like the big friend group, it was Brad and I split off from each other, and then it was like me and a couple of the friends there, and you and several other friends there. And I know that me and my friends were still
going,
and that's when we came upon like
the
all
Great
the
British
all the
Lean Off.
cooking shows, so
Yeah.
like the Great British Lean Off, and I was like Lean Boss, and I was like just. Is it lean? And it is so funny, the visual of imagining, like...
Is it lean is really good.
The contestants walking into a room, and they're just looking around, and it's like a curtain, and then like an old boot, and then just a foam cup filled with a purple substance. And then they
cut into it and it's cake.
They try and do a shoey with the old boot, and it actually does have lean in it.
I think my favorite part that I was present for was the hibachi one.
That one,
because we're all fucking like miming, flinging the spatulas around. We do the fucking onion volcano, and his lean starts blasting out.
I was thinking like he's spinning the cap of the lean bottle on the like spatula thing, like they do with the eggs.
Oh my god! I went to a hibachi place one time. Not too long ago, and they did this thing. They just at a lot of places. They have like one of those squeeze bottles, and it was filled with sake. And the chef guy was doing the thing where he'd squeeze it in your mouth, and you'd have to like drink it faster than it's coming in your mouth, and it'll stop once you can't drink anymore. You're making a face at me like I'm talking about jizz and cum.
She said coming in your mouth.
So you have to be quick while it's coming in your mouth. But here's the thing, listeners, I'm really good at chugging. And I get that from my dad. I was with my family when we were at this hibachi place, and so the guy's going around the table doing this to everybody, and like my mom's drinking some sake, and she's like 3 seconds and she's out. Goes to my brother, he gets like 5 seconds. Goes to my dad, and the dude has to the dude gives up because my dad's just kept going. My dad's the throat goat apparently. And then he goes to me. This was also before my 21st birthday. And he didn't ID me and just starts spraying sake in my mouth. I'm like, okay. And I do the same thing. The guy has to like stop. He had to call it quits. And then he goes to my girlfriend who's sitting next to me, who's also not 21 at the time. And he asked her, and the moron goes, "Oh, I'm 20. I just called my girlfriend a moron. I didn't mean that, but
it's fucked up. I want to tease a little part of the tight five I've been cooking up in my mind, because I was thinking about like I go to work and there's all these packages for all these beers, and I think some of them look interesting. Which is bad because I'm not 21 yet, so they're advertising clearly to people younger than should be drinking alcohol.
It's clearly interesting. That was a game my brother and I would play as kids. Is anytime my parents were buying booze, we'd be with them at like the grocery store or whatever. We'd try and find the freakiest looking like beer label.
Yeah.
I think we were always a little freaked out by Shock Top.
Those look cool though.
They're cool, but it's like an orange man.
Yeah.
It looks weird.
I always get mad seeing Shock Top because it's like jacking Blue Moon swag.
It's just a wheat beer.
With orange in it, like Blue Moon.
Most wheat beers have some citrus in them.
Yeah, but it's different because they don't advertise it as such, like Blue Moon born in a ballpark.
Blue Moon doesn't have orange in it inherently.
It does. Valencia orange peel. It says it on the box.
I don't drink Blue Moon. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't either, Brad.
Yeah, but you work in a drink manufacturing or not distributing company.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't like wheat beers very much, so I just don't drink Blue Moon. My girlfriend really likes Blue Moon Mango. And I've never seen it outside of, there was some in the fridge at my work over the summer, and that was it. And I had it, and I took a picture of it and sent it to her, and her response was, "Fuck you." The closest thing I could ever find to it is a Mango Cart, which I also don't like very much.
I should say I was 20 when I worked there in the summer.
Yeah, that should be clearly explained.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not picky when it comes to beer, but I don't like wheat beers. They're like the one. I like stouts. I even like some IPAs, which I know a lot of people don't like. But wheat beers are... I don't. They're not bad. I can drink them, but like they're not my go-to. I'm a PBR guy.
I had my first rumor started about me. How I vomited.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was up with that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it was from two people. One of them knows me very well.
Yeah.
And saw that I didn't vomit because I didn't vomit.
I think that person heard from the other person.
Yeah, but the other person saw me once.
Yeah,
and it was when I was leaving.
And is also notoriously not trustworthy. We had... So, I live in a house off campus that hosts a lot of parties for our like theater orgs here on campus. And we had a party here after an improv show this past weekend. And so, we had a bunch of people over, and we have a free beer drawer where, the beer we don't want goes in there and people can take it, whatever. And I had a bunch of this shit because my uncle has a job very similar to Sydney. He works for a beer distributing company.
Yeah, but on the opposing side because he's selling like Bud Light.
Yeah, he works for Budweiser. They had these 24-ounce cans of Bud Light mango
Chelada?
It was mango nada, I believe, or something like that. And it was mango, Bud Light, and tahini. And it was flavored with tahini. Mm-hmm. And oh my god, I've had it once and never again.
It really tastes like bile.
It tastes so bad. It's actually disgusting, which is why all of it that I had went in the free beer drawer. Because I don't know, maybe there's some freaks out there that'll like it. Or
we'll tolerate it when they're drunk enough.
Yeah, or we'll get drunk enough to think it's at least be able to be kept down. But I was talking about this at the party, and people were like, I don't believe you. And so our friend and a housemate of mine grabbed one out of the fridge and was like, no, it's real, look. And it was opened, and a few people tried it, I think, right? I might have been busy at that time. I was
swallowing the filters.
We'll get to that. And so Sydney was one of the people that tried it, and the next day I was hanging out with some friends that were at said party, and people were like, did you check on Sydney? Because he tried that shitty Bud Light mango and then went outside and threw up. And I was like, I live here, and Sydney is a very good friend of mine. I feel like I would have heard about this.
I would have definitely told you.
You would have told me if you threw up in my yard. I wouldn't care if you threw up in my yard. I threw up in my yard.
Was there throw up in the yard?
There was throw up in the side yard, but it was mine.
Recently.
Yeah, it was this past weekend.
Oh my god, I forgot that you did throw up.
Yeah.
Because they bit the filter off.
So, okay, we finished that story. I'll get to the TLDR. Sydney didn't actually barf. Someone just thought he did, and so it turned into a whole thing. I did barf that night.
You did.
We were hanging out on the back porch with some of our buddies. Mm-hmm. And by we, I mean I. You weren't there. I don't think you had gotten there yet, or you were just inside at the time.
I don't smoke. So.
Yeah, so a few of us were outside smoking. We were just passing around a joint, and our good buddy, and I know you're gonna spring noise that. So sorry. Was one of the people in this circle, and he accidentally. Sydney's doing a long, slow jerk-off motion towards me. Oh, don't finish. Never finish. Reheating White as Kids Who Knows Nachos. Our dear friend, I'm going to make you bleep it again because you did that, accidentally removed the filter off of this joint. And he was trying to put it back on. He couldn't get it to go back on. So we're like, okay, it's fine. We'll live. And we're passing the joint around trying to finish it. I get it, and I accidentally inhale a chunk of burning weed. And it was... So, your body doesn't like inhaling things in our air already. It really doesn't like it when those things are solids and on fire. Mm-hmm. And it hurt really bad. So I went out to the side yard, and I'm like, I need to, catch my breath. And then, I don't know, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that was bad. I'm puking now. And I start barfing all over the side yard. And I spent the rest of the night blaming spring noise. And I I don't think I'll ever actually forgive him because I was outside, I'm throwing up. I have a big gallon jug of water that I have on me right now. It's the same one. I want to make sure there's not barf on my face, so I kind of pour the water jug on myself to stay clean. Speaking of fucking up drinking water, Sydney just did that and is choking in front of me.
I just did that.
But I'm like, it's my house, whatever. So I take my shirt off before I do it because I don't want to get my shirt wet. And I go back inside to find all of our friends. And they see me, like, out of breath, eyes watering, kind of wet, with no shirt. And they're like, oh my god, what is going on? And I'm like, things happened to me.
Born again.
I was a different man, but I also puked up all the beer that I'd been drinking, so I was like sobering up. Mm-hmm. And I had to like explain.
And you couldn't let that happen.
I could not let that happen. So I had to like explain to everybody what happened. It was a whole thing. I just went the rest of the night without a shirt because I thought it was funny. It was a good time, but also fuck. I'm gonna make you keep censoring his name. You fucking clapping cheeks over there? The audience can't see that. Oh no, it was fun. Yeah, we do a lot of those parties. We normally do them after our improv shows because we do improv, as we've talked about before. And we had a show this past weekend, and it was actually really fun.
It was quite good.
It was super, super fun. I know our president has been wanting to get the full video of the show uploaded on YouTube. So if it ever gets there, we can like link it in the description or some shit. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Because that also might not even be released anywhere. But the idea of it was actually really cool because our president is a big fan of Dropout TV. Mm-hmm. And he was like, and we did a project with some friends just as like a little fun thing last year. Little. Yeah, fuck. We called it Fake Some Noise, as opposed to Make Some Noise, obviously. Where we just did, it was Make Some Noise. I mean, let's be real, it was the same shit. But we all do improv, so it was a fun thing for us. And our now president of our improv group loved it so much that he was like, well, what if we just did that for a show? And so he wrote a whole thing. Him and the other members of eBoard wrote like a whole like slew of prompts, and it was the two of us and two other improvers got to do a bunch of them, and oh my god, it was really fun. Mm-hmm. It was really fun. I had my doubts, I really did, but it was super fun. People really liked it, and then I nearly died later that night. It was great.
We had some good bits too.
We had some good bits. Oh my god, I really liked. We shouldn't just make this whole episode talking about his show. But I did a bit where it was
pick your favorite.
Me and another guy at a urinal, and I keep... The prompt was like, the guy at the urinal is doing anything but pissing, or something like that. And I'm the guy at the urinal, and there's somebody next to me, and various sound effects keep happening, and I'm like peeking over the wall. What the fuck is going on over there? I thought that one was really funny.
I walk onto stage like I'm walking out of a stall, and then I go to like pretend wash my hands, and you call me over to go look at his penis.
My favorite was how that one ended, because we both, like, me and the person who was making the noises that were like the main focus of this bit, we like kind of have stopped the part of the scene where we're pissing, and we're just like talking. We continuing the scene, and the scene ends by me going, "Oh shit!" and zipping up. Yeah. I really liked
facing
that.
the crowd.
Yeah.
I liked I think my favorite was the half British boy band, or the mostly British boy band.
Mostly British boy band. Yeah, that one was fun.
Because I got to start as an American.
Yeah, you were the only one that got to do an American accent the whole time.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
And then I did a British accent at the end.
Yeah. Speaking of Dropout TV, this is something I meant to talk to you about earlier today, actually, and I forgot. So I'm bringing it up now because, I don't know, I'm talking to you now. I want to start a D&D campaign. Mm-hmm. And I want to do a smaller like more casual one that just kind of meets like when we're available to. I was thinking like me DMing plus 3 players, and ideally in my head the 3 players would be like you and
Sam. I'll bleep him. Fuck you. Just say him.
You and like maybe, or if this didn't start until like next semester, maybe. Because I really want to run like a 3-person campaign. I think those are really fun.
That would be fun.
Because I don't know, a typical D&D party is like normally like 4, 5, or 6, and that can be like, it's not like it's too much. Like I've run campaigns with that many people, but to me, at least with my friends and who I play with a lot, it feels like that leads to a lot of people talking over each other, and like I'm guilty of that too, more than most people. But
I'm the most guilty man of all time when it comes to D&D campaigns, because I do improv.
Yeah.
So I know how to do character storytelling.
Yeah.
Unlike the people that I play D&D with sometimes, so I accidentally like take full center stage all the time.
Yeah.
And then I feel bad.
That's why I like playing D&D with improv people, is because we all have improv experience, and D&D is just glorified improv.
It's like doing WWE against people who don't know what like the signals are. Yeah. So you're actually just throwing them into the ground.
The shit out of them. Yeah. No, I think because I had a group in high school where I was DMing, and all the PCs were like not improv people. So if you have all non-improv people, that's perfectly fine. If you have all improv people, that's really good in my opinion. But I get what you mean though. Where if you have like one guy who has like theater or improv experience and nobody else does, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
This guy is doing everything again.
And my character was like a complete moron, so I was like kind of moving the story forward, but I was also doing just a lot of random shit. They reset that campaign, and I started a new character who, by his character, is just not as insane. So I had less of a reason to step in.
Because I'm in a campaign with several of our friends currently, and it's been going on way longer than we thought it would. It started our freshman year. We are now in our junior year.
And it's going to be the reason I never get to play the character that I made.
Yep.
Well, maybe.
Well, I can't even lie. After this current one, you're going to have to bleep this again. His campaign might never even actually happen.
I heard about that through our good friend's stream that he's on.
Yeah. Which I don't really have a problem with. I don't care who I'm playing D&D with, as long as they're friends and I'm playing D&D with them. It doesn't bother me. But I want to run a campaign, because in high school with my like main D&D group, I was our forever DM. I DM'd every campaign, and then I came in here and I've been a player in this campaign, and it's been really fun and I really like it. But like, I kind of miss DMing.
I should make a campaign so that I'm ready to do a good version of one that we can record.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
I have a lot of campaign ideas floating around that I just need to like pick one and lock in on it so I can actually make it happen.
I only have one, which is the problem. I'd need to do
because the one that you have that we cannot talk about on here is the dumbest best thing I've ever heard.
It'll be great.
It's the dumbest good thing.
I guess if I did a campaign, I maybe would want to not do like raw D&D, but like a different kind of setting. I would like to do like maybe a noir one with like what's it called? There's one for like Arkham style, like Arkham horror type.
Oh, Call of Cthulhu?
I think so. Yeah,
that's one of it. There's a lot of like Powered by the Apocalypse type games, which are like a 2d6 focused. They did and one of the arcs in the original Adventure Zone campaign was based on that, where it's the DM never rolls any dice whatsoever. All actions are determined entirely by the players, but the DM has like a kind of set story in mind, and the players only have like 3 different roles that they can make. It's very roleplay heavy, and I kind of like stuff like that when it's run well. But when you get the type of person that doesn't want a super roleplay heavy campaign that runs a campaign in that style,
Yeah.
it ends up being bad.
I might also do some I mean, the most ideal thing I could ever do was just translate everything in D&D into terms that are to whatever sort of thing I want.
Yeah.
Which I would have to do for the one shot, which is
Yeah.
way easier than if I wanted to do that with...
From scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like what I like about D&D is it as a it gives you all of the tools that you need to run in basically whatever setting or theme you want.
I just thought of like a Fortnite style D&D where it's like literally the Fortnite universe D&D and you have no
I can't condone that.
No, dude, no.
Scrap it. Scrap this episode while you're at it. Jesus. No, I like I did a campaign. It didn't last for very long because it was in like my high school friend group and it just kind of fizzled out. But it was like a pirate themed thing, and like that's not like high fantasy. Like it's very different than like traditional D&D, but like it still works super well and was really fun. And so you can do a lot of stuff like that. But there are definitely some like other tabletop role playing games that are more meant for different settings and stuff. But you can do basically anything in just like 5th edition D&D, and you can make it work.
Yeah, but it would be difficult. Way more difficult if they have to, because I'm not gonna pre-build characters for people unless it's a one shot.
Yeah. I remember we never actually ended up getting to do it, and I was really upset about that. But my high school D&D group planned me and one of the other like more experienced D&D players in the group had set up the like foundation, I guess, of it was going to be a 2-shot rather than a 1-shot, where they DM one session and I would DM the other. And it took place at our high school, and everybody was playing themselves. And we weren't going to tell them that until it was time. We were just going to tell them, like, we've pre-made characters for you, don't make a character. And that's all we'd tell them. And that's what we were going to do. And we never ended up actually being able to run it. I don't think it would have gone as well as we thought it would, but why are you making that face?
I just thought of doing like a white elephant, but for D&D characters to start a campaign.
Oh, that could be a good like session 0. Like everybody makes like the bones of a character.
Yeah.
And you basically just tell them like pick like race, class, background.
Yeah.
That could be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
or you could make a whole character. I think would be
the fear with that is somebody would get way too invested in their character and not want to give them up.
That's true.
Because that's how I am. Anytime I make a character, I get enveloped by them. I've already confirmed at this point that when the campaign I'm in now ends, I'm gonna get a tattoo that represents my character.
You should just tattoo your whole body with like termites.
Yeah, I don't think I've talked about my D&D character on the podcast. I don't know if I should.
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not good content. Especially because I'm not in that campaign.
That's true. I wish you were.
I wish I were too.
Yeah. Well, initially it was only going to be 4 people, and then one of the people got added, like, last minute.
And then I asked.
And then you asked, and if you had just asked, like, a day sooner, you would have been added instead of that other person, probably. And I really, not that I don't like the person that joined last minute, but I do think that would have been good. Cut this. Cut back. But I don't know. I love D&D. I'm a big fan. It's a good like storytelling medium, you know?
Yeah. This is not good podcast material, especially if I want to actually make a campaign. I can't just like give it all away to one of the people who's probably going to
be in it. Yeah. Huh. Dude, I get down such a rabbit hole whenever I'm talking about D&D stuff. It's all I can think about now. shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned my tattoos. I can talk about my tattoos, and that'll spark ideas, right?
Yeah.
I have 6 tattoos, listeners, and some of them are boring, and some of them are cool. I have a tattoo of the Iron Giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through them in order. My favorite dinosaur, which is the Giraffatitan. I have the mosquito from the album cover of Dear Bo Jackson by The Weeks, which is my favorite album of all time. I got my dog, who's dead. I throw in that detail every time. And then I got Bubble Buddy and the Naughty, the beaver characters from Donkey Kong Country.
That's a crazy one.
I really like this one.
I really have thought about 2 tattoos. One
Yeah.
of them would be the album cover of Civilization by Caro Carabinito, because
showed
that
me
is
that
like
one. It is a
that's
very
a
tattooable
symbol.
design. Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is cool.
And I like that album. One of the songs from it is the reason I am doing what I'm doing today. Well, I get not fully, obviously, but it is very. It hit very close to home. It's When the Fires Come. That song is so beautiful, and it's about what will we do when it's so hot that we can't go out in the daytime.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
Huh?
You said you had 2 things you never thought of as tattoos. That was one.
Oh, yeah. The other one is from The Binding of Isaac. It's like, you know the skull and snake tattoos? It's like one of those, but the snake is like the wisp of the lost, and then the skull has mom's knife in it.
I hope you know I would make fun of you a lot if you got a Binding of Isaac.
I'm going to start making fun of you for your Bubble Buddy tattoo.
Watch the episode. It's a good episode. Blood did not watch SpongeBob
Have you-
outside of the movie.
Have you watched that episode for 1,100 hours, Brad?
I've watched it a lot.
I've committed a lot of time.
But also, anytime anybody brings up The Binding of Isaac, you're like, God, fuck that game.
No. But it's all love.
That is fair.
It's all love.
It's all.
That's gonna be what my Tide 5 is like.
Oh, it's all love.
It's all love.
Oh my God. I couldn't do stand up. I think of myself as a generally funny guy, I guess. I mean, I do improv, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need validation, Sydney.
My idea for the opening of that Tide 5 would be, so over the summer I work at a warehouse. I'm forklift certified. So I'm told. I wait for all the cheers because I know people would, because it's some freakish reason people like people who are forklift certified.
And this is what the audience would sound like.
This is not what the audience would sound like.
I was doing my impression of what the audience
It's not what the audience would sound like.
I did write a stand-up set one time.
Mm-hmm.
I was 14. I was in 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
My middle school had a talent show at the end of the year, and we let me get there. I can see the dread in your face. Let me get there. I wrote a stand-up set to do for that talent show, and I didn't actually perform it. I never performed it. Only 2 people have ever read that set. And I was one of them, and the other one was, you don't have to bleep this because nobody knows him currently, and it's a common name. My friend Chris, me and him were the only 2 people that ever laid eyes on it, and we basically swore it to secrecy because it was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, think back. 8th grade was before, well, 1, it was before I had a personality. And 2, it was before I was doing improv. I would never, been on a stage before with the intention of being funny. Why did I think I would be good at that? I don't even know if it still exists anywhere. I hope it doesn't. I hope it's gone permanently off the face of the earth.
It's probably not as bad as when in elementary school I actually did do a talent show where I played viola on stage. But the problem is I was playing the viola part of a composition, which is not very interesting ever. and there was a long rest in the middle of it, and people started clapping before I was done. I think about that every now and then, and I want to. Hamlet was a coward.
You want to go wailing.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you what I ended up doing for the talent show.
You did something for the
I
talent
did
show.
something else. It was me and like 3 other guys. Keep in mind, this would have been 2019.
You weren't in 8th grade in 2019.
Yeah, I was, dillweed.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
That can't be true.
2020 was the second semester of our freshman year of high school.
No, that was the end of 2019.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, you're a dumbass. Think about this shit for 2 fucking seconds. We graduated high school in 2023. What's 4 years before that?
Holy shit.
You dumb piece of
Why do
bitch.
I still remember 2016 then?
I don't know. It was a memorable year.
That would have been the beginning of middle school?
Yeah, 2015 would have been the beginning of middle school, right?
Something like that.
The grade we're in always corresponds with the digit at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Is that true?
For us, it is.
Uh-huh.
Because think about it. We were in 9th grade in 2019.
Oh my god, I'm in 15th grade.
Sure, if you want to think about it like a moron.
What the fuck?
Anyway, the act I ended up doing was me and 3 friends. I wouldn't even call them friends. I barely knew these guys. I was friends with like one of them, and I like kind of got along with a couple of the others. Mm-hmm. We were 14, so I don't want to say homoerotic, but it definitely was a little...
You were doing the Nightman?
A little homoerotic dance to...
No, not the Nightman. It's the other episode where Mac makes a play and it makes...
We were doing a slightly homoerotic dance and lip sync to Lil Nas X's Old Town Road. Where, like, you know, and there was a part in the choreography where one guy would get down on all fours and would start bucking like a horse, and another dude would be, like, riding it. It was so fucking stupid.
Oh, no, dude.
The best part is nobody remembers it, because that talent show was the first half of the day, and the second half of the day was a field trip to a bowling alley.
Oh, that is fire.
And so everybody's eating pizza at the bowling alley, and nobody remembers the homoerotic dance I did to Old Town Road.
They probably did that on purpose for that exact reason.
Well, so the best part is you had to, like, in order to be in the talent show, you didn't. I don't want to call it an audition because they didn't cut anybody.
There was an audition as well for mine,
but you had to like do it. You had to do your act for a panel of teachers, and the teachers would like either approve or not approve. But like I said, they didn't cut anybody, so I don't want to use the word audition. But the idea behind it, I think, was just like if anybody was doing something too inappropriate for a middle schooler, they'd tell them to change it, and that's what they did to us. The dance we ended up doing was a toned down version.
Oh.
And it was still really fucking weird.
How did you guys come up with this?
I didn't. It was come up with by some guy, and he told his friend about it, and they were like, yeah, sure. And then they had a third friend that was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then that third friend was the one that I was friends with. And that guy, the one that I was actually friends with, and not the two that I just like kind of knew, he almost pussied out last minute.
Oh, dude.
He, like, moments before we walked on stage, he was like, I don't know if I can do this, man. I was like, all right, come on. You're a horse. Get up there. You're winning the Preakness.
The Preakness.
That's what it's called. Get up on stage. I'm going to kickflip you. I could do it.
Oh my god, imagine kickflipping your 8th grader friend. This is worse, because you were in 8th grade and I was in, like, 4th grade when I did mine.
I was 14.
You were 14 years of age.
I did that, and 4 years later, I was voting.
Uh-huh. Jesus Christ. That should be criminal.
I'm realizing the worst part is my birthday is in July.
Uh-huh.
And that was at the end of the school year. It's more like 3 years later I was voting. Because I would have turned 15 not long after that.
I think we gotta...
Euthanize me?
No. We should lower the voting age to 16.
Why?
You should be able to drive and vote.
That would make that story funnier. As if
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I did that, and then a year later I was driving to the polling place.
A year later, I was read down the ballot.
Well, clearly I love country music. It was Old Town Road.
Yeah, but clearly you also love homoeroticism, so it really sends it back the other way.
I'm a pure centrist because I love country music, but I only like gay country music. Imagine kickflipping an 8th grader.
One time I went
You've got him
to...
lying flat on his stomach and you're standing on him. And you...
I have a knack for when I'm at theme parks kicking little children.
What the
they'll,
fuck?
they'll walk out in front of me, and I was tall since I was like 16 years old.
You're like 4'8".
Yeah. I was tall since I was like 16, and I have stopped growing since then. But I would be walking, and I'd be looking forward instead of down.
Mm-hmm.
But there would be kids just right in front of me.
It's like people that drive lifted trucks.
Yeah.
They can't see people walking.
They roll over my Hyundai. I kick them and then
pancake my Honda Accord.
Yeah, luckily I wasn't wearing steel-toed boots at the
You would have killed a kid.
time.
Oh.
It would have been like when you hit a deer. It does. So you know the rule where it's like if you're driving and you see a deer, it's better to hit run into them
than it is to swerve.
But if it's like a moose,
that basically only applies to moose.
Yeah,
because a moose will fuck your shit clean up.
It's like hitting a light pole.
It's like hitting a wall. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
I have a picture somewhere on my phone of me. I think it was like my freshman or sophomore year of high school. No, it would have been my sophomore year, because me and my girlfriend were dating at the time. So it would have been at least my sophomore year of high school. So like about the same size I am now, standing under a taxidermied moose head at a restaurant. It's an Alaskan moose. Mm-hmm. The head alone was bigger than me.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You ever... You think you could kickflip a car, like a lifted truck?
Like I'm standing on top of it, and
yeah,
or like I'm driving it.
No, you're standing in the bed of the truck.
I could kickflip Bigfoot.
Tailgate down.
I could kickflip Bigfoot, the monster truck, and the guy.
Creature.
The guy.
You think he's a guy?
I think he's a guy.
Isn't that sexist?
What's okay?
Uh-huh.
You said he just now when referring to him.
He, they.
You think Bigfoot is a he, they?
Of course.
I could see it. I'm imagining now, if you zoom in closely enough on any of the like grainy pictures of Bigfoot, he's wearing a pin with their pronoun.
He's got a flag sticking out of his fur.
How did we not notice? Yeah, I went to Pride this past summer, actually. I saw Bigfoot there. Mm-hmm. I did go to Pride this past summer.
And I did see Bigfoot
I did see Bigfoot there. I did see a couple dudes that reminded me of Bigfoot.
Like me. Do you think... How close am I to Bigfoot?
You're probably 1.5 feet, 100 pounds off, and maybe a few gallons of hair.
Everywhere but my head.
Yeah, that's where all the gallons of hair are going.
No, that's where all the gallons of hair already are.
On your head?
Everywhere but my head.
No, I'm saying you need to gain those extra gallons of hair, and they're all just going up here.
Yeah, right in the McDonald's arch. I look like Dracula Flo.
You do, kind of. But with What's the shit I said about your hair yesterday? That you only have 3 of them. They're just really long.
Oh my god. I remember when I walked into that party and your roommate said to me, "Oh my god, did you shave your head?" And I didn't shave my head. I looked exactly how I look now.
Which one was it? I don't remember. That's what I thought.
Uh-huh.
It's spelled with a C, by the way, not a K.
It's the same sound.
Yeah. No, I couldn't remember who said it, but I remember that being said, and I fucking lost it.
So did everyone.
It was so funny.
I was so just defeated.
I wouldn't have blamed you if you just turned around and left. Well, to be fair, your baldness is all in the front.
Uh-huh.
And she's really short.
And it's so thin in the part where there is hair.
And she's really short. So from her angle looking up, she can only see forehead.
Yeah. and I've just got a shelf of an eyebrow. Like, what's it called? The brow line?
Yeah, you've got a Neanderthal brow. Yeah. Low key.
Apparently we're pretty high percentage Neanderthal, me and my mom's side of the family.
I can't say I'm surprised.
No, that's because I have the voice. I got the big, like, the Neanderthal throat.
Shawty giving me Neanderthal throat.
Wouldn't that be...
There's fucking rocks in there.
Oh, unga bunga.
She's scraping you with the underpipe.
Looks like a fucking Doofenshmirtz's tower.
Oh, fuck, dude. Doofenshmirtz's throat would probably go fucking
No,
crazy.
it would not.
No, he'd invent a deep throatinator.
Yeah. And it would just swallow the Phineas and Ferb invention whole.
Yeah.
It would be the moon elevator, and it would throat it all the way down into the earth.
God. I think this has become a thing where at some point in every episode I make a noise like that. Oh,
I need a big pizza.
Oh, I'm so full. Oh.
I don't even have the strength to say anything.
No, go for it.
No. I don't have the strength to say anything.
You don't have the strength for a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm fucking... So my goal is losing weight, because I already am not strong.
Yeah.
So if I just lost weight, I could look like Happy Chaos.
Who?
I'll turn blue as well.
Okay, sure.
He's a character in Guilty Gear Strive.
You'll turn blue by microdosing
elemental
silver in your coffee. Then I can bust a creamy load
and watching it come down.
Oh, God.
It was...
So anyway,
yeah.
Remember when we went to the gym a couple weeks ago and you couldn't straighten your arm for
that
like
was
3 days?
I can do it now.
I don't think I've been to the gym since then.
I need to go back.
I've been.
We need to go back.
We could go after this recording.
This late.
They're open till 11.
I know when they're open till.
Damn, bitch. Okay.
Make some chicken and then we go to the gym.
Shouldn't we do that in reverse? We need protein, Sydney.
Maybe.
I'm down. I've got nothing better to do.
I'll go to the gym. I'll do it.
I need to hit legs. Fuck! We shouldn't go to the gym.
We should do legs.
I need to.
I need legs.
That's where I'm at in my split now. Mm-hmm. I like how this episode of the podcast has just turned into us making plans for tonight.
We made plans earlier as well.
That's true. This is perfect because I also need to go to Walmart. Because I have to buy razors.
Oh, that means I don't have to walk to the gym.
Yeah.
And back to my house from the gym, which is across the fucking state line.
Across town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that works for me.
Yeah.
Are we gonna... Sydney doubts me that canned chicken is actually good.
There's just no way.
I like canned chicken a lot. Is it as good as like a fresh cooked chicken breast? Of course not.
You know what's good I learned recently? I'd never tried a rotisserie chicken until this year.
Fucking love
They are
rotisserie chicken.
so good.
They're so good and cheap as fuck.
They're cheap and they just come right off the bone.
Get one, let it cool down. Well, eat some of it for sure. And then after it's cooled, you can just pick it right off the bone, and you just have like shredded chicken that you can keep in the fridge. And it's a full chicken for like $5 most of the time.
Why are meal preppers allergic to fucking seasoning?
Yeah, I don't
Why
get
do
that
they
shit.
eat just plain chicken?
I meal prep a lot.
There's no calories in some fucking paprika.
I meal prep a lot, and I cover basically anything savory that I cook in garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. I go fucking ham with them.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't add calories. It just makes it taste
it
better.
technically adds a tiny bit, but come the fuck on. Are you
Yeah.
shitting me? Like,
I watched a Hank Green video recently about like there was this hot sauce that was labeled as like 17 calories.
Yeah.
And he was interested because you never see it end in a 7 because you actually in the US are supposed to round
you're supposed to
up.
round to the 5,
And-
going up. Yeah.
And he was talking about like how that precise of like calorie tracking is actually just it's pretty
useless.
much useless.
Because the you can calculate the approximate amount of calories you burn in a day to figure out how much you would need to eat to gain or lose weight. But it's approximate. You don't actually know for sure, and it varies day to day.
Yeah.
If my walk to class takes 2 minutes longer than normal, I burned more calories
Yeah.
that day. Like, it's so... Getting that particular with it is unnecessary, and it's how a lot of eating disorders start.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just don't need to do that. It's really not that intense.
I need to actually start budgeting my calories though to a certain extent because I go over like 3,000 a day every time.
The thing is somebody who weighs as much as you do that's like walking and skateboarding around campus a lot, you are burning a lot of calories in a typical day.
I gotta start just carrying everything I own in my backpack when I'm skateboarding.
So you're burning more
and then
calories.
like specifically when I go to like improv and stuff where I don't even need my backpack, I go at the speed of sound downhill. It'll look like the scene in Scott Pilgrim where he has the actor going down the rail and I'm just going way too fast and I turn into coins.
And if somebody's in your way, you turn them into a fine red mist.
Yeah. I'll be like Sonic in the first level of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh, with the fucking whale?
No.
Or is that just Sonic Adventure 1?
That's Sonic Adventure 1. In Sonic Adventure 2, it's like... Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah.
I don't know these things because I've had sex before.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Fuck, I do know it.
It's so good. Crush
right.
41 or whatever?
Yum 41?
No, it's Crush, I think.
Yum 41... Or sorry, Sum
41. I'm
Yum,
thinking of Crush 40 or something.
Sum 41 is a band...
Isn't it Sum 21?
It's Yum... I keep saying Yum. Sum 41. I know this.
Because I'm into... Did I tell you that story? I have that song's lyrics completely memorized because one time I went to like a rock band night that we had here and I picked that song as like... Because the singer always picks... Look up like Crush whatever. It's the band that made Escape from the City. Or that song has a different title, but I can't remember.
Crush 40, yeah.
But I went to this rock band night, and the singer always chooses what song because obviously you need to
They're
know
the ones
lyrics.
singing it.
And I picked Sum 41's In Too Deep because I thought I knew the lyrics, but little did I know I was in too deep.
Oh.
I didn't know the lyrics, and it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. And then later that night, I picked Life is a Highway, the Rascal Flatts version. And I was like, I don't know the lyrics to this. Come on, man. I was like, I don't know the lyrics to this one all that well. But then I started singing it, and I got to the breakdown, and I even knew the breakdown lyrics.
Holy shit, I don't know that.
I literally did the thing they do in like movies and stuff, where I looked at the drummer during the breakdown.
Oh my god.
I was like, there is a distance between you and I was like, why do I know the lyrics to this song better? The only time I listen to this song is when I watch the Cars movie twice a day for like 2 years when I was like a toddler.
Pick a better movie to be obsessed with.
Right! My parents probably
God.
fucking hate me.
I never understood Cars. I don't get the appeal that much. It's like it's not the worst. It's like...
It's the worst.
It's the worst of the Pixar movies of that era, for sure.
What is a worse Pixar movie? I guess all the new ones.
Yeah. But think about it. Cars came out in between The Incredibles and Ratatouille, which are two fucking
Came out
goated.
before Ratatouille?
I think it came out. Yeah, I think so. I think it was after Incredibles, before Ratatouille.
That's crazy.
It came up in between, think, the two best Pixar movies. Crazy.
My favorite...
Also both by Brad Bird, and they're both incredible. Brad Bird's my favorite director. He directed The Iron Giant.
Of course you would like a guy named Brad.
Yeah, it's my fucking name.
I think the best Disney movie is Emperor's New Groove.
I like Emperor's New Groove a lot.
I guess that informs my comedy as well, because that was mostly an improvisational movie.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy. It's an animated improv movie, basically.
I mean, it's not all improv.
But
there's a lot of
but
improv
it's like,
in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite Disney movie is.
Either that or Aladdin.
Aladdin's good. I like Lilo and Stitch a lot. I'm a big fan of Lilo and Stitch, which, unsurprisingly, based on the fact that I like it, when you think about it, basically the exact same plot as The Iron Giant.
Really?
Yeah. A mysterious creature that's designed for killing crashes in a small town and befriends a small child, and it slowly learns to become more and more human as it migrates its way around this small town, causing hijinks.
It's pretty much like Nimona as well.
Not seen that one, but I've heard.
Yes,
it's good.
you did.
Nimona?
Yes. We watched it together during a movie night.
I wasn't there for that one.
I'm almost positive you were.
I wasn't there for that
I'm
one.
almost positive you've watched this movie.
I have not watched this movie.
You've watched this movie,
I'm
Brad.
certain I haven't. I only went to 2. And the 2 I went to were How to Train Your Dragon and The Godfather.
We watched it specifically with you once.
You're wrong!
I can't believe I have made this memory up.
You fully made this up.
Then
I've
who
never
the
seen
fuck was it who'd never seen the movie? One of my favorite movie nights, it was literally just me and the 2 people who lived here for that movie night. We watched the SpongeBob movie.
Goated movie.
Because me and one of them have watched the movie before several times.
Yeah.
And one of them hadn't seen it before. And my favorite moment was when we got to the scene with David Hasselhoff, and the person who had not watched the movie before knew who David Hasselhoff was.
He's a celebrity.
Yeah, but be serious for a second. Why would anyone our age know who David Hasselhoff is other than the SpongeBob movie?
Do you know who Christopher McDonald is?
No.
Fuck. Do you know who trying to think of old actors.
Do you know who Andy Dick is?
Yes, I know who Andy
Who
Dick
is Andy Dick? I only know because he has allegations and because Will Wood referenced him at the concert.
And because his last name is Dick.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was on a lot of sitcoms and stuff in the 60s. I think. That could be wrong. Do you know who why can I not think of any old actors? You know who Robert Duvall is?
Robert Duvall!
I was just waiting for you to say that. Robert Duvall! Well, it's been an episode, Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
We made it to the end. And we only talked about Seinfeld for a little bit.
Yeah,
and I'm real proud of us for that.
Yeah, but then we talked about Adventure Time at all.
Because Adventure Time's just a good show, and there's nothing funny about it so far, because we
Seinfeld
just enjoy
is
watching
better
it.
right now. It's more novel. The jokes are more for me than for children.
The thing with Seinfeld, though, is that it's funny as a concept to talk about for a podcast.
Yeah.
Adventure Time as a concept isn't very funny to us, but it's just we're having a good time watching it.
Except for Tree Trunks.
I need a trunk job. I've been saying I need a trunk job. And that's the note we're going to end on. Thank you for listening. This has been Lock and a Clock. I am Brad, that's Sydney.
And I'm Sydney, that's Brad. That was a bad kiss.